Welcome back to another Taekook oneshot. Next POV Jungkook, please more. I woke up panting, my cheeks blushing with heat. The details of my dream replayed vividly in my mind. I pulled the blanket over my face, crying loudly into it. Why him? Why Jungkook? I muttered, trying to shake off the mental image of Jungkook pinning me against the wall with those intense eyes of his hands roaming over my skin and this kiss. Oh, just stop, Taehyung. Jungkook was my best friend's older brother. The man was the epitome of cold perfection, silent, boom. He barely acknowledged my existence whenever I came over to Minho's house, even though I had been Minho's best friend for years. Yet here I was having the most inappropriate dream about him, unable to keep my embarrassment to myself. I grabbed my phone and dialed Minho's number. He picked up almost immediately. Taehyung, it's 7 a.m. Why are you calling me? Minho's groggy voice came through. Minho, you don't believe what happened. I whispered, assuring my roommate wouldn't overhear. This better be good, Jungkook. Minho grumbled. It's about your brother. I hesitated. There was a pause, then Minho's voice turned curious. Jungkook, what about him? I took a deep breath. I had a dream about him. What kind of dream? Minho asked, his tone laced with amusement. A bad one, I lied, but a bit too racy. There was a silence for a second before Minho burst out laughing. Wait, what? You had a dirty dream about Jungkook? Shut up, I hissed. Why are you yelling? Can't, I'm not telling you. Oh, come on, Taehyung, you can't just call me at the crack of dawn. I say something like that and not spelling the details. I hesitated for a moment before craving again. Fine, just promise me you wouldn't laugh. I swear. Minho said, stifling a clench. Okay, Junk. I whispered, gripping my phone tightly. I'm in dream. Jungkook. In my dream, Jungkook was wait. You promised you wouldn't laugh. Judge me, right? Just spill it down. Minho urged. I shrugged dramatically. In my dream, he had me against the wall. He was shirtless and looked like a Greek god. And then I hesitated. He what? Minho asked eagerly. He kissed me, remember, feeling my ear burn it got more intense, like we were basically tearing each other's clothes off, and then I stopped mid-sentence as a low, deep voice interrupted me. Keep going, Taehyung, I'm curious. My blood ran cold. The voice, Minho, I whispered, panic setting in. Is your phone on speaker? There was a pause, and then Minho's CPS voice came through. Yes, my heart sank. Jungkook's voice chimed in again. Don't stop there. What happened next? I froze, my mind racing for an escape route. This was worse than any nightmare I could have imagined. I have to go, I stammered, hanging up before either of them could say anything else. Thanks, POV. I dropped my phone into the bed, staring at it in horror. My pulse was racing, my ears was burning, and my brain was particularly screaming at me. What did you just do, Taehyung? I flopped back on the bed, pouring my face. The thought of Jungkook hearing every word of my dream made me want to crawl under my bed and never came out. The worst part, Minho would this town. Just as I was spiraling into self-loathing, my phone buzzed. It was Minho. I groaned aloud, tempting to ignore him, but Minho was the type to keep calling until I answered, sighing. I picked up what I snapped. Minho burst out laughing on the other end, his laughter loud and Taehyung, you absolutely. Come on, it's not every day I got to hear my best friend confess his play fantasies about my brother. You have made my week. I hate you, amateur. No, you don't, Minho said amazingly. Anyways, you are coming over for dinner tonight? No way, I said quickly. I'm not stepping foot into your house. Not after what happened. Oh, don't be so dramatic, Minna said. Jungkook is not going to do anything. He's probably already forgotten about it. Forgotten. I nearly yelled. I wasn't convinced, still I would not take the risk. Taehyung, Minho said, his tone turning serious. You are my best friend and you promised to come over for dinner tonight. Don't back out on me just because you are embarrassed. I said, chewing on my lips. Minho was right. I had promised, and as much as I wanted to avoid Jungkook forever, I couldn't let Minho down. Fine, I said reluctantly, but if Jungkook asks so much as you look at me weird, I am leaving. Deal, Minho said, sounding way too happy. See you at the 7. He hung up. Before I could change my mind, I stared at the phone, letting out a long defeated sigh. This is going to be the most awkward dinner in my life. Later that evening, I stood outside Minho's front door, my stomach twisting in nervous knot for the millionth time. Before I could act on the impulse, the door swung open, relieving Minho. You made it, he said cheerfully, pulling me inside before I could protest. Yeah, I muttered, taking off my shoes. Let's get this over with. Minho grined, clearly enjoying my misery. Relax, they. It's just dinner. Dinner with him, I said, my voice barely above a whisper. Minho rolled his eyes. Seriously, you're making a big deal out of nothing. Jungkook was probably forgotten about all the phone call. I highly doubt that, but kept my mouth. His pursuing gaze landed on me, and I immediately looked away, pretending to be interested in the carpet. Taehyung, Jungkook said, his voice sending shiver down my spine. Can I talk to you for a moment alone? Minho snickered, but quickly masked it with the cough. I don't think it's necessary. I remember avoiding Jungkook's gaze. It wasn't a question, Jungkook said, his tone firm. I reluctantly followed him into his home office. The door clicked shut behind us. Jungkook, you dreamed about me? He interrupted, leaning casually against the desk. I felt like the ground was about to swallow me whole. It's not what I think, Jungkook smirked. Oh, then what is it? It was just a stupid dream, I blurted. It doesn't mean anything. I took a step closer. He took a step closer and my breath increased. It felt like nothing. When I kissed you in the dream, he asked. You were pretty detailed on the phone, he replied with a smirk, waiting. I covered my face with my hands, going in embarrassment. This is a nightmare. Jungkook's finger gently wrapped around my wrist, pulling my hands hands away from my face. Why are you so embarrassed, Taehyung? Because you weren't supposed to hear that, I snapped. He clenched softly, his thumb brushing against my wrist. What if I told you I didn't mind? I blinked at him. What? What if I told you I have wanted to kiss you for a longer time? Do I look like someone who jokes? He asked, his lips curling into a sly smile. Before I could respond, he leaned in, his lips capturing mine in a slow, searing kiss. My mind went black and I melted into him by my hands clenching his shirt for support. When we finally pulled apart, he rested his forehead against mine. Did it feel like your dream? He asked, his voice shaky whisper. I nodded breathlessly. Better. Good, he mumbled, pulling me into his arms because I didn't want. It's like I will faint any time, but before I could, Jungkook kissed me again, more passionately this time. Soon we were at the bed, similar as it in my dream, but was too good and hot. It can't be the dream anymore. Jungkook started attacking my neck, and I gave him more space by tickling my head. It is all going to be good soon. My dream is turning into reality. Time escaped, so Minho said. The next morning, smirking at me, crossed the breakfast table. How was last night? Shut up, I murmured, hiding my face behind a cup of coffee. Jungkook walked in, looking entirely too pleased with himself. He leaned in down, kissed my cheek, making me choke on my drink. Good morning, baby, he said casually. Minho stared at us, his jaw dropping. Wait, you are serious? I gone, burying my face in my hand. Life with Jungkook was going to be interesting. The end. I know some of you will think it was too quick, but this is how it is. I just wanted to make it quick, sweet, and romantic. No drama, no emotion, like emotional sadness. I don't want all of this. Just a quick move and a happy life, okay? Hope you will enjoy it. Bye bye.